Hey, jerks, welcome late night. 9, no, not yet. 9:29 p.m. We're at like 29 minutes late, but we're trying to stream everything from the Canton police audit meeting tonight. It was still going on, but I have guests that I want to bring up. We've got a lot to talk about. There was a standout today outside the State House. It looked massive. It was like one of the biggest standouts I've seen. It was huge. So many people. It was awesome. And Boozey Beauty was there today. She's been covering this. She's got a lot of information. We're going to talk about everything, all the justice. There's a lot of justice causes happening right now, and we're going to cover them all. So let's bring her up right now. She's been waiting. We were supposed to do this at 7 p.m. I pushed her back to 9 and then 9:30 because of this audit meeting. She's been very patient, very nice. Thank God. Because I'm excited to have her. Let's bring her up. Back on the show, Boozey Beauty. I screw that up every time.
Everyone does. Everyone. It's
call
okay.
You Boozey. Booza.
Just call me Boozey. It just makes it easy for everyone.
Boozey.
Hi, everyone. Hi, chat.
Hi. How you doing tonight?
Oh, man. Well, that was an interesting meeting. They're not even done yet, but wow.
I know, right? They didn't even know about Sandra Birchmore. They got people on the police audit meeting, and they're like, don't know about who. They haven't talked to anyone in their town. Like, what is going on?
You know what? I occasionally will bring out my signs behind me, and since I have Sandra right behind me, here you go, Bob. There she is. That's her name right there, Sandra. And if you need her face, it's right there too, in case you need it. Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's just like
you can't make this up, people. Someone living in Canton doesn't know Sandra Birchmore. So there you go.
Callers, I guess in the document or something, it was Sarah Birchmore. What?
They kept saying Sarah. And then even after being corrected, they said Sarah again. And it's like, no, you did it again. Her name's Sandra.
And they have attitudes. I mean, you would think if making a mistake like that, you would be horrified. Like a normal person like myself, I'd be horrified. I'd be like so shamed and embarrassed and groveling. Instead, they have like these attitudes.
I know. It's like, how dare you correct me? And I'm like, do you not understand the nature of what is going on? Do we not understand what's going on, at least at minimum in Canton? How do you not understand, as someone that has authority in your town, you do not know of a major national, international case? I don't understand why they don't see this as important. It's almost like they don't care. Actually, they just don't.
That's it. That's it. They don't care, and they're covering up for the select board and the police department and the town, and that's all they are there to do. See no evil, hear no evil, cover your eyes. That's right. I
mean, they're literally a part of a police audit committee. So you think at minimum they would know of at least the larger cases. At minimum.
Yeah, and you think they might have talked to some citizens about like the police audit and why people want it, which is Sandra Birchmore, John O'Keefe, Karen Reed,
but
Craig Casey, which was brought up tonight too.
I know. And how don't they know about Craig Casey? Okay, chat, raise your hands. Do you know about the Craig Casey case? Because we do. All the creators do. I don't understand how they don't. I don't get this.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Yeah, see? Like, yeah. There goes chat going crazy. Exactly. We've
talked about it on this show. Yeah, and I know a lot of Canton people watch this show. We've talked about it.
Yeah. Everyone knows. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
It's so, yeah, everybody knows. So tell us about today, because you were at the State House today.
Yes.
It looked enormous. What was going on at the State House today?
Oh my God. Well, it took me way too long to get there, so I ended up getting late. I was literally on Tom's CPU watching as I'm like sprinting through Boston trying to get in. But it was great. That turnout was huge, huge, huge. And I'll just say this, like, the crowd was electric, and even people that were just passing by, and I was kind of on the edge at the very beginning because they were doing the press. Aiden was talking, Mizzy was talking, and so I was on the outskirts. People kept passing by, and they're like, "What is this about?" And I'm like, "These names. Do you know these names?" They're like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah." So, people are interested in talking, and I'm sure most of you saw the lives, didn't you? Or maybe you haven't yet. But the speakers were amazing. Everyone was so thorough. And yeah, if you've never been to one and you're local, I highly suggest, whenever you go to KarenReedStandouts.com, please go to one. You don't even need to bring a sign. You just need a hand and wave.
Yeah, they'll have
In your
signs for
voice.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It
It's so
was
much fun too. You meet so many good people.
Yeah. And you know what I really love about them is like everyone tends to have their own like little parts in all of the standouts. You have the very well speakers, the people that are, public speakers, and they really get their point across like really strongly, like someone like Rita Lombardi. Beautiful example, just very amazing rhetoric, like awesome. And then you've got like, the entertainers. So I would consider myself an entertainer. If in Boston, Estee's an entertainer, dancing around in Boston by herself, by the way. Big props to Esty because she goes to the State House all the time by herself and just stands there with her microphone. So, and then you have, of course, just the bodies. We need the signs and the cheers and the chants. And when you start seeing everyone come together, we really do become like a cool friend group
It
almost.
is. Yeah. And there's
Yeah.
like people that have Gatorade and give you a Gatorade when it's very hot, like the one I went to. Someone handed me a
Yeah.
Gatorade. I was like, thank you so much. Ice cold, like the perfect time. I didn't have to go back to my car to my mug that I forgot to bring. And it was perfect. Like they just everybody has their thing that they do.
Right. Right. I mean, people bring extra signs, pom-poms, bracelets, it's just like everyone's there for the same cause. And it ends up being, yes, we're there
Ducks. Bring the
for,
ducks too. Little
oh, the,
duckies.
the ducks. There was ducks there too. We just need to like, can we find our own distributor of rubber duckies? Because at this point, like people are just bringing them by the bagful and just giving them out to everyone.
I've gotten a lot of ducks.
Have
This
you?
one was a very special one. This came from someone who got a visit from Tully because because of the ducks. But they got
Mm,
2 warrants to search.
what is
Crazy.
it? What does it say on the bottom?
It says this one says it's the initials for if you know, you know.
Yeah.
It's IYKYK. IYKYK. Yeah.
Yeah. If you know, you know. Oh, we know. Yo, we know.
There's
Right,
been
chat?
other
We know.
messages on it too. Yeah, there's been different ones. So we got
um,
someone else too that wanted to come up tonight. When they found out we were coming on the show, he's a regular on the show.
yay.
He's wearing a Young Jerk shirt tonight,
Oh,
which could come off because this person is just kind of known. Like he's so known on it that like Kevin apparently. I don't watch Kevin's show. I don't know what's going on, but people told me that Kevin took his shirt off last night. Kevin from Yellow Cottage, the guy, the idiot in the attic. Basically, I think because he doesn't have any viewers anymore, he's trying to like rip parts from the show that are popular. I guess I don't know because John has made that a thing now, and
yeah.
Kevin actually took his shirt off. Like nobody wanted to see that.
No, no, no,
No.
no, no.
So let's bring him up. What's up, John Como?
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing. Hello. Hey, Booze.
Hi, Johnny.
Mike,
Hello.
I
I
got to
like your
say
shirt.
that meeting was an embarrassment tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've never seen Wilford Brimley be so aggravated that I'll tell you, that guy dug in his heels. He pouted. He wanted no part of that meeting. He just wanted to get done what he wanted to get done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Regardless if there were mistakes. The fact that Tara had to get up and be the voice. Well, no, I shouldn't even say the fact that Tara is always the voice of reason. Tara should be the person running that committee.
I agree.
She had to get up and tell them, you made this mistake. You made this. Why don't you clarify this? And he just sat there and pouted, and he never once thanked her. The fact that they had to call the police to remove 2 citizens, I've never seen anything like that. And this is coming from, I once showed up to a select board meeting with an oar, a full wooden oar, 6-foot oar. Instead of pitchforks, my brother and I showed up with oars. They didn't kick us out. We just sat right in the back. But here it is. They're throwing people out. They're calling the police because
was one of them Randy Scollins tonight, or did he leave on his own? But isn't he like a town employee? Is he a town employee?
Yeah.
So a town employee got kicked out tonight.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's like
that was a travesty.
Yeah, that's like a secondary headline compared to the Sandra Birchmore stuff that they didn't even. They basically admitted that. I don't know which one it was. Was it all of them basically admitting that they don't know about Sandra Birchmore? How does that happen?
Yeah.
They don't care to know. They don't want to know. Ostriches. What they just showed tonight is what a lot of the town is. Keep your head down. You go to work. You come home. You mind your own business. I don't want to know. Don't tell me about it. Just keep moving forward. That's how the town has been.
Can you guys hear me? Someone just said they can't hear me. It looks like
I can
fine.
hear
Mine. Yeah.
I
want to ask the
Hey,
chat.
your hair's
Can you
coming
guys
in-
all hear me?
Your
on the
hair's
mic?
coming in great, by the way.
I don't care about my hair. I want to know about my voice from the chat. Can they hear me? I want to make sure.
Yeah.
One person says that and it sets me off. Oh God.
Oh no.
All right, you're good. I'm good. Okay, good. Sometimes I mute myself and I'm like, is this a new way I muted myself? I don't know.
Boozey, can you is it all right that will you speak about the little incident that we watched at the State House? Can we talk about that?
Oh, are you talking about when I was on TikTok Live with Esty?
Okay. Yeah.
What I was just there being an entertainer. I'm very confused on why someone got mad at me and Esty.
Mhm.
I was just dancing. I was literally just dancing on TikTok Live, and I was very confused. I was just very confused. We'll just say that. John, I don't know. I feel bad. Of course, I'm never here to make anyone mad, but like I said, everyone has their jobs at these protests, and not everything has to be angry, because if you follow me on TikTok, you've seen me angry. My TikTokers know I get mad. I get real mad. And it's usually on TikTok Live, and then I get violated for harassment and bullying.
Well, what you just said there, it doesn't always have to be mad. That's what I've lived by for the last year. I've tried to go the complete opposite route.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Never here to upset anyone. We're just having a good time. So, I mean, I'll apologize, but I also don't want to apologize because I want to bring fun too.
Yeah.
So
I think any tragedy too brings comedy. It's always like tragedy and comedy have gone hand in hand for like ever, right? I mean, you just, I mean, you can't deal with stress and angry and depression for that long.
And sometimes
you have to have a laugh.
Sometimes there's just too much angry, and that I'm just like, even if I get it, even if the other side, which has happened, gets a laugh out of it, but they're still like, oh, I hate that guy, but that was funny. So be it. But at least the point's coming across without being angry and screaming at people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I love about the community that helped us with the Young Jelly thing. Like throw it right back in their face. We had so much fun with that. Right?
So, I just got sidetracked. Someone just did a Taylor Swift quote in chat. Sorry. Whenever there's a
I
Taylor
can't
Swift
see
quote, I get
What was the quote?
sidetracked.
What was the quote?
It said, "Don't get mad, get even."
That's kind of addictive.
We can also talk about the Canton Police Department standout.
Yes, talk about that.
Yeah. I had no idea that was Tim Albert's house right behind me.
Oh, really?
You mean
That
the
was
site
the
of the
house?
fire last night?
I didn't know
Yes.
that. He
The
lives
site
right
of the
across
fire.
street?
Yeah. 3-alarm
Yeah.
fire last night.
John, have you happened to seen anything? Have you happened to driving by? Like a lot of people were
Oh my
asking
God.
me. Like,
I came up Dedham Street today. I had to get something from my brother's house. And I was so focused on turning right at the end of Dedham Street, I totally forgot I should have gone by. But somebody texted me something. I have to go now. I'm gonna go by tomorrow. They said for a 3-alarm fire, I didn't see much damage. Usually, like they cut a roof because it was an attic fire. That they'd cut a hole in the roof, or they'd be and so now I have to go see. But you would have thought that someone would have gone live or taken pictures or nothing. It's amazing. It's like a dead zone over there.
well, that's what I mean. Like 3-alarm is a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is surprising. I'm surprised we didn't get video from that.
Yeah. And you would think with all the water damage or something that they wouldn't be there today. They probably have it all roped off. Maybe they use police tape. They might have taped it off so nobody can get in there.
Do they have that now?
I've heard. Yeah, I think they got a roll off Amazon.
Do they get some more plastic solo cups, or like using like real evidence back now?
Yeah. So back to your police standout.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh. Well, first of all, so I didn't know that was Tim Albert's house. So I was right on that corner. And I was on that corner the entire time. I had no idea. I had no idea until one of the locals, I won't say their name, turned to me and were like, "Oh yeah, that's kind of ballsy of you." I was like, "Why?" You were like, "Oh, you turned around on that street?" I was like, "Well, like, oh, you don't know whose house that is?" And I was like, "Oh, you mean the house that has the huge, like, what does it say? Please be nice to, or please support Canton Police Department and justice for JJ signs all over it." No, I don't know whose house that is. And then I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, "Oh, that's the pool house. That's the pool house."
Yes.
Oh.
What, you're not allowed to turn around on that street now? It's a side street. But, I'm telling you, people are afraid of their own shadow. Just.
That's what they want. That's what they want, though, right?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly what they want. Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
No.
Not afraid.
Yeah.
These people are all bluster.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's exactly what they want. And it's like, it's not going to happen. Yeah. But the police department one was great too. I mean, media is showing up to these things now.
Yeah.
Like NBC, Fox 25, we've got so ABC 10, Fox 25, and then Channel 7 too. It keeps coming out. So this is like, it's going. We're finally, it's going. And unfortunately, the more names that we have, the more coverage we're getting. But yeah, I mean, it's really good to see finally. It feels like at least some of the media mainstream is starting to listen to us. So it's like, yay, but like, where have you been? But okay, glad you're here now. You could do better, but thank you. But yeah.
Unfortunately, we all know that the media is hand in hand with each police department. And in order for them to report the stories, they're going to get, the inside scoop from the police department. So if they want to keep getting the inside scoops from the police department, they have to play ball. And unfortunately, we saw that at the very beginning when the news station said there was ring footage of, Karen leaving the scene, and there was no ring footage. So it unfortunately, the only way you're going to ever get information is these days is how you're looking right now. Mike, the young jerks, Sean, going through the motions, Turtle Boy.
I just turned up my microphone because people are saying I'm not loud enough tonight. Now I might be too loud.
No, you're fine. You're
I
fine.
read the chat too much tonight. I don't know.
I can't even read. I don't have the. I'm just on my phone. I got the TV. If you see me going like this, I'm checking on the Pats. But I don't read the chat on this. I don't.
Was having problems with the chat. Now they get the dock mode, and I could read it again with my glasses. I'm like, I can.
Yeah, I don't have the technology, and I don't want to wear my cheaters. You got your cheaters on. I got my little.
Always.
Clicks,
these actually don't help me with that. It's weird.
Yeah. But I can't read anything, so it doesn't matter. So.
You guys are old and blind. How cute!
I am old,
and it happened overnight for me.
I'm an old jerk. Give you a lot of trouble, though.
Mine just happened overnight.
I do want to answer Glenn's funny question. He said, "Can Miss Beauty recommend a decent booze for drinking alone?" Asking for a friend. Well, the reason for those of you who don't know me, hi. This name was meant to be like a joke, like a AIM screen name. Remember AOL Instant Messenger? Because I worked in the liquor industry for 10 years. That's where Boozey came from. So no matter how many times the trolls on the anti-Karen side want to troll me, no, I'm not a boozer like you people. Thank you very much. It's literally because I know way too much about alcohol. But I'm a boozer. I said that earlier today, and everyone's like, "Well, I drink." I'm like, okay. You know what I mean, though. You enjoy whatever you want to enjoy. If you need recommendations on anything in specific, you just let me know, okay? And I can recommend some nice things for you. But I like a good red wine, I like a good bourbon, and I like a Kettle One. I'm like an old man, and I know that.
Well, Mike has his followers are the jerks, right? You got all your jerks. You can have your boozers. That's your followers. Yeah.
The boozers, yeah.
The boozers. Yeah.
I like that.
With the Boston accent. But you're going to do it with the Boston accent. It's going to be the boozers.
The boozers.
The boozers.
The boozers.
Yeah, the boozers.
Hello, all you little boozers out there.
You little boozers. Speaking of boozers and red Solo cups, what was his name that said tonight, like, "Oh, I don't see a problem in them using red Solo cups"?
Yeah, one of the police contractor, isn't he? Isn't he a police contractor, basically? Yeah.
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 Actually, I have a question for both of you in regards to that, right? So you guys have gone shopping. What do you do after you've brought your groceries in? If you have paper bags, what do you do with them?
If I have them, I fold them and put them in the recycling.
Oh, I fold them and I put them between the fridge and the cabinet so that I can use them again for whatever, whatever I need. So I have a whole slot full of these folded paper bags, right?
We do too, actually. We have a bunch.
Okay, you do, correct?
Yeah.
So that guy doesn't have a problem with a used paper bag that could have been anywhere.
Sitting there forever, yeah. Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
But I use the recyclable bags mostly now,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't use those.
Well, how do you start your fire outside?
I don't have a fire outside. Well, except for the weed I smoke. It's a different type of fire, John. Can you roll weed with those? But, no, not good. No. They keep telling me my volume is low. What is up? I don't know.
It's not. I can hear you fine.
There's something wrong.
Who is saying that in chat? Are you just trying to bully Mike?
Everybody.
Maybe they are.
And I'm like yelling into it now.
I'm listening through my phone and I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, I know.
I am.
I can hear myself. Maybe there is something wrong with. I don't know.
Yeah. Are you overmodulated?
I just turned it all the way up, like way up. Now my mods are saying my volume is good. I'm going to listen to my mods. Jen is the one. All right, good. MJ said it's perfect too. All my mods are telling me I'm good. I'm not going to listen to all you. I think someone's messing with me out there.
That's what I mean. Who's bullying you, Mike?
Yeah, stop it, chat.
So, anyways, Mike.
Too
So
late.
this is the second time you've had Booze on, right?
Yes.
And the last time when I watched, I think what would be great to know, because she's on a different platform. She's TikTok first. She's not really YouTube. And so maybe she could give us like more of an insight into that whole world, because I'm pretty new to the TikTok thing. I've seen a couple of lives, but it's all YouTube and Facebook for me. And so maybe if she has a chance, she could enlighten us into that whole world of.
I would just like I'd more like to hear her promote her TikTok and tell us what's on there. More than give you advice, John. I think. Go ahead, Boozey.
John posts really funny videos. Like whatever you see on Twitter, he just. Oh, I know, but it's just like it's so funny because it's just so innocent, he's just such a peach. Me.
There's a little love fest going on over here.
Oh, I love John so much. I'm so appreciative of him. He literally just came into my live one time, and he's just like, hey, and I'm like, hey, and he was really nice to all my people in my chat, answering questions, and we all had questions, and he was just very forthcoming and honest. And, that's all we can ask for when we have, people that come on with us. So, but yeah, so my TikTok is what you see is what you get. Kind of known as the loud one over there. Sometimes I get really boisterous. I try to have a little bit more of a funny tone. Unless it is, I'm really, really, really mad or really shocked, especially when it comes to like the Enrique case, like that just like hit me. But I'm known for always having like my notes, as I do now. I like to be thorough. And it's quicker videos. My lives go on for hours and hours because I don't know how to go off them. I'm usually on there too long.
Some of her videos, Mike, you can tell.
At the end of my videos, I have a problem too. I start reading the chat. The show's over, and I can't hang up. It's like, it's hard. Isn't it?
Some of her videos, you can tell how mad she is by like she's got like picture in picture where her face is over whatever she's talking about, and it's moving like all over the place and like emphasizing on things.
I see those on Twitter. That's the only place I see them. I have a TikTok, but I never use it. I don't use TikTok.
We call it the floating bubble head. If I'm like reading a quote or like some court docs, and I'm like, and this shit right here, and I'll like zoom in, I'll like make my head.
There was one show I said I couldn't. I felt like I couldn't play it because I was too fired up, and it was like you were too fired up in your video I was gonna play. It's so funny. Remember that?
I was dying laughing. Someone sent me the clip, and then I popped on and watched it. I was like, Mike,
I wanted to play it, but I can't. We could get me too fired up. I'm already too fired up. But
that's how I found TikTok. Is I had to sign up only because someone came in and said someone was talking about you. I go, where? And they're on. I'm like, what? I'm not on TikTok. I don't. Oh no, you got it. So I install it just to go see her talk about me being the duck that the whole quack one. And now I'm stuck on there watching. Oh my God, there's this lady that's all she does is a live for hours on end with wigs. Right? There's like, she's got like 100 wigs on the wall, and she keeps putting them on and selling them for like $9, $10. I've already bought my fiance
wig
3
saleswoman.
Yes. I bought my fiance 3 wigs already.
You bought them?
Yes. And they're incredible. Yeah.
You go get a wig right now and put it on for us.
Okay. I will. Hold on. Give me a minute.
So, meanwhile, they want to know what your TikTok is, Boozey. It's a Boozey Beauty.
That's it right there, Boozey Beauty. Very easy to find.
You can see it right there on the screen. Boozey Beauty, right? Yeah.
Here's the problem. TikTok has also turned into a lot of like QVC and like HSN Home Shopping Network.
They're selling wigs to John.
How the hell? He got
John's
suckered.
like that elderly parent that you have to like warn, like, don't get scammed on TikTok. Don't buy any more wigs tonight, Grandpa.
But I mean, I will say I used to be a QVC shopper, and the way those boxes would just come auto delivery and would come and they would just keep coming, and I'd forget to cancel. And before you know it, I got 10 bottles of self tanner and I got 3 things for my whatever, like my mixer piece that I don't know. Anyways, I don't sell anything on TikTok. I just talk my ish.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely not buying things off of TikTok. That'd be too much for me. I don't even go on TikTok. Let's talk about more about Karen Reed and just what
Okay.
happened today. Because the Boston Herald put it on their cover about this new special prosecutor who's basically a defense attorney. And they put on their cover that all roads lead to Whitey Bulger because this is Whitey Bulger's attorney. What do you think about that? That they had to... they don't have a district attorney or an assistant district attorney that can try the Karen Reed case. They have to go find a criminal defense attorney who represented Whitey Bulger to prosecute this case against Karen Reed. What do you think about that whole thing?
I mean, the thing about it is, first off, about the Whitey Bulger thing, my first thing is, and I'm originally from Dorchester, so this, Whitey Bulger territory in Southie. I didn't want to necessarily be like, oh my God, there's the wig. There's the freaking wig.
Yeah,
There's the wig.
This is red. It's got a really nice cap on
Just
the
put
inside.
the wig on, man. I don't want to see the inside. I was listening to a Whitey Bulger thing, and then you just put the wig on.
Keep talking about Bulger.
Go ahead. So what are you saying about Bulger, Boozey? What is going on?
And this is how it's like with me and John. Okay, this is how it is. Mike, you signed up for this, okay?
This is a late night show tonight. This is a rated R+ show tonight. No. You look like you're auditioning for like Quiet Riot or something. I want to rock. Do it. Do the headbanging. Oh, you took it. Right when I was getting into it,
I got a couple wigs.
For anyone watching this on the TV, I would have loved to see John in a wig on my big flat screen.
I got a blonde one too. Only for you, Mike. Only for you.
Which metal band? I want to know. People are saying you look like you're an 80s metal band.
Mike, if you get a $20 donation, I'll put the platinum one on.
He'll put the platinum on for us guys. If we get 20. Glenn gave us 10 a few minutes ago. Here's a question, kid. Miss Beauty recommended decent. Oh, we already did that, the booze.
Yeah, so that was the one I was talking about.
You answered before I even put it on the screen.
No, you put it on, then you put it off.
I did.
And then I answered.
All right.
See, I'm on top of it. See, this is the thing about TikTok. I'm good with this. I'm good with chat.
This is late night for me. Grandpa should be in bed right now. That I'm with John and Boozey having a wild night. So I guess we were just talking about the Whitey Bulger lawyer. What do you think about that in terms of the prosecution for Karen Reed, that they had to hire this outside independent counsel to prosecute Karen Reed?
Well, see, my thing is, when it comes to the Whitey Bulger thing, a job is a job. Do I think it's a red flag that there's a connection to a mob that potentially is still ongoing, or maybe it just transferred to, I don't know, Canton PD and Mass State Police? I don't know. I don't want to judge them for that, but I do find it interesting that they felt as if they needed a special prosecutor, because if we remember a more recent case with Alec Baldwin, they also hired a special prosecutor who then was withheld information from the state and was like, I'm not doing this. See you later, alligator. And then all the charges were dropped. So it's going to be interesting to see where the special prosecutor goes. Was it because Attorney General Andrea Campbell wanted this? Is it because Michael Morrissey thought that he needed a more bulldog? Is it because he has no trust in Adam Lally? I don't know. But it's someone. If you're on Twitter, do you know Lana Del Turtle?
Yeah, we follow.
Okay. So she actually made a really good point in that it could be from, and this is her being a little bit more positive about it, that it could be that AG Campbell brought in or suggested this special prosecutor, or just a special prosecutor in general, to have an outside eye look at what's going on. And what happens is when you have a special prosecutor, they basically outlaw the district attorney. And if the special prosecutor wants to drop the charges, looks at evidence and say, I'm not going to do this, they won't. So there's a risk there too. But again, if they're in cahoots, then there goes that. So I don't know.
But what if the special prosecutor, could this be Morrissey washing his hands of this? He brings in a
No.
special prosecutor
Could be,
who looks
could
at
be.
it and then says, you know what, I don't want to prosecute. But we all know that's not going to happen. There's no way that prosecutor would put out that presser and then not.
He's counting on the money.
Right.
As someone who has been dealing with Morrissey for many years, no, Morrissey is like dead set. Like, no, this is it. There's nothing else. This is it. Like,
Let me ask
Karen
you all
is
this
that.
question. Considering that, because I've been saying this, but like just the other night, maybe a week or two ago, we had some guests on. I know Bettero was one of them. A lot of people don't think that this is going to get retried because they're not going to have any witnesses. Yeah, it's going to be hard. But I still think it will be. I think they're going to go through. What do you both think?
I don't see it. I see it being continued. I don't see it at least being tried in January. I don't see how they're going to be able to go through the appeals process and all the other hoopla and doing all that. I feel like it's going to be pushed out. And there's just going to be more things that comes out
From the
until then.
Birchmore. What if some of the people that are connected to the Karen Reed case go down, or not go down, but are now compromised because of the Birchmore case, and then they can't use them in the Karen Reed case?
Oh, I think that's definitely going to happen.
So
Look at what's his name? The
Blank.
No, but the other guy, the state police phone guy with
Guarino?
the bakery boy.
Guarino.
Guarino.
I mean, he missed all those texts. He's going to get destroyed.
He didn't miss them.
As he should.
That's
As he
even
should.
worse
Can't
if
do your damn job.
Yeah.
I had someone in law enforcement tell me that he got put on the phone detail there. He's the phone expert because he couldn't properly handcuff people.
Whatever that means. How can
No, seriously. He seriously couldn't handcuff, and so they moved him over to phones.
That sounds like not really. Handcuffing people is not that difficult. I mean,
No.
I got a comment here. I'm trying to figure out what the hell it even means. It says, "Do appreciate you, Mike, but I don't see you on TT ever." What does that mean?
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. Yeah.
Ted Turner.
Yeah.
Tina Turner.
Tina.
I don't TikTok ever. I really don't. So that's not a diss. That's not a diss. I don't like the Chinese company. I don't trust them. I don't trust.
Oh yeah.
Facebook.
Have you bought anything off of Amazon?
Well, that's the thing. I'm already screwed. So like, why make it international? I'll let American companies exploit my data.
Well, here's the deal. We heard that Proctor is not going to be called for the Brian Walsh and Anna Walsh case.
Mm-hmm.
So is that going to trickle down to Karen Reed? Because it doesn't matter. Even if the prosecutor, Lally, Morrissey, or this new guy, they don't call Proctor, the defense has the opportunity to do so. And if you don't think the defense is not going to call someone like the lead investigator, it must be high.
They don't.
Well, do you remember how many letters Morrissey had to send out to other lawyers about Proctor? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Was it 19? Was it it was an absurd number of cases that he was on?
Yeah, there's a lot. And there's one lawyer in particular that has several of the cases. And so she got like a one, and it's just like, I mean, we're talking like really big cases, really, really big cases. And unfortunately, it's, cases where it should be an open shut case type of deal. But because of these officers, it's now all
Mhm.
compromised and it's all going to be questioned. And it's highly possible that we're going to have people that did truly atrocious things are just going to be let go because of the Massachusetts State Police and the Norfolk County District. So.
Yep.
Let's talk
And
about justice for Enrique. That's another thing that's come up over the last weekend. The state police recruit who died on Friday, I think. Is that when he died? Was it Thursday or Friday?
He was pronounced Friday.
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So now his family has an attorney. They've been kind of used and put up by this DA who didn't give him any information at a press conference. They have a big defense fund. They raised, I think, like $30,000. They've done a lot, this family so far, but it's sad that they had to get an attorney because they haven't gotten any information from the Mass State Police. What do you want to say about this tonight? Go to Dixie first. Go to Dixie first.
well, wasn't the family shown the 8-minute video? Wasn't there an 8-minute video that the family was shown?
They were shown a video of something, but they were also shown this in a chaotic moment. And
I know.
Yeah, because they weren't given their rights of an interpreter. There was a lot of chaos and grief and decisions to be made, and that they were just shown this video, and it's just like, what are we being shown? You
could see it on the face. You could see it in their faces during that press conference. When they were brought to the press conference, not knowing what was going on.
Yep.
I felt so bad for them. That mother just looked like she was in total shock, and they got cameras in her face. Like,
I'm going to be very careful of how I word this. I have several loved ones who have gone through academies. I won't say where, other than Massachusetts. And every Friday, some of the stories I would hear from one of the academies, just, I won't even repeat some of them. So it's something that goes on and on and on.
And the immediate, when we got that bogus statement from them saying, there's no racism, there's no anti-LGBTQ, there's none of this. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And the fact that a PR person would immediately say that and not instead be, okay, we hear your concerns, we need to investigate this. They immediately said, that's not what happened. No, that does not go on here. Because if you think about it, if you guys heard that when one of the family members was speaking to an officer at the very beginning, they're like, what happened? We don't understand what happened. The officer immediately said, it was like, I wasn't there, but it was an accident. How do you know it wasn't an accident if you weren't there?
Right.
Red flag. It's all red flags all around when it comes to Massachusetts State Police.
You got to put that video out.
What?
The video?
Which one?
The one that John referenced, the 7-minute video.
Oh, they do. They should. They should
put it out.
They should.
You know what? I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach that there's going to be a settlement paid out, and you're not going to hear anything.
Who knows? Who
We'll
knows?
see what happens. The FBI might get involved. Who knows? I mean,
I want what's best for the family. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going through all the mud right now. They're being used as props by that DA.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting. It's disgusting what he did, and for him to automatically say, oh, well, we have to recuse ourselves because Enrique was a victim's advocate that worked for him. But the Massachusetts State Police in this district, the academy, no, they can investigate. What?
It's
And then shouldn't they? yeah, they should recuse themselves too. Then it's the same thing, you know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens because the state apparently is about to say something about who's actually going to control this investigation. And we had retired Mass State Police Todd
He's
Todd
awesome.
McGee on the show the other night, and he said that he felt like the feds are already on this. That's where it's going. The state is going to want the feds to take over too. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I did see something today that they said they were about to announce something about that. So
Mm.
we'll see. We'll see who takes it over. I mean, that's can't be the Mass State Police.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, and they all need to be investigated. It's just the Massachusetts State Police is simply a problem. Period. It there's a reason why someone like Yuri is going to specifically women's homes to summons them over a duck, over text messages, over driving by someone's house and that person then yelled back at them. Like none of it makes sense. It's a waste of money, frankly, but who am I to say?
Huge waste of money. I think about how much money they just spent on the Mellow to go after Turtle Boy, and nothing's happened. I mean, how much money they've already spent. Just unbelievable.
Yep.
How else is Yuri going to get his overtime on his way home? How is he going to get those new shoes?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Driving from Woburn down to Rockland, out to Dedham, and just doing the whole
Mhm.
state. That's what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Is Helena at
In
the
his-
Helena Rafferty at the Putnam Club tonight?
I don't know, but I know somebody saw Leg potting it up. He wasn't on duty. He was just there
At the
at
Patriot?
no. Who was it? That was just at Fenway.
Oh, at Fenway. That's right. That was
no,
Turtle
no.
Boy.
No. Yeah, but
the-
that same night,
Yeah.
Lank was there. Yeah.
So, I guess we've talked about Enrique. We've talked about Karen Reed. We talked about Sandra Birchmore a little. There was some other stuff that came out. What else has happened in the last couple of days? I'm trying to remember.
Well, I got one. I got a shout out if you don't mind.
Go
So
ahead.
last week, where I was. I was having my cake and eating it too. And I had a half a cake left, so I brought it somewhere. Well, one of the viewers, I didn't know this. When I'm using my phone. All right, so I try to shut off my notifications, all this stuff. But there was one person that they were driving around. They went to John Conley's house because I don't usually tell people what I'm doing ahead of time until a couple. I'll tell a few. So these people came from Florida just to come up and see everybody. And so I'm like, listen, I just left, but I am at this establishment. I'm still here in Canton, so I will wait. I'll wait for you. And her and her husband showed up. They brought me a little, they knew I wanted a horse from the time before. They brought me this little inflated horse head. And then they brought me a duck. They brought me gifts. I thought that was really cute. So yeah.
Cute. Oh my God,
Yeah,
it's a
and they-
unicorn.
They would, yeah, I know. I know. Hey, I met him, and who gave you that duck? What a nice guy he is.
Yeah, he is the fence guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Richie's amazing. But yeah, so hi out there to the people that got me a duck. So, and now
What was the
I
story?
wait to see if did it come out. Oh, I don't know if it came out tonight or if it comes out tomorrow. The agenda for next week's meeting. Let's see if it's going to be on Zoom again, because now I have to go into my planning on what I'm going to do.
Tuesday
Yeah.
select board meeting coming up. We'll be covering it.
Good news is I didn't get any news from Stoughton, so I guess he didn't go to Stoughton. It was my third time at his house.
Not
So,
yet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe
Right.
maybe they'll drop it on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. Tuesday morning. No.
No. They usually have it posted by Friday, so
Friday. They'll do Friday at 4:00.
the agenda meeting thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We'll see what happens if it's going to be. I have a feeling it will be Zoom again. They're just such cowards.
I think so too. Last night I emailed Duty something, that I have a, financial interest in this whole, in some of the things they did. And I'm waiting to hear back from them to see which route I go. So,
You're speaking in tongues like Sean.
okay.
Right?
We have
So
to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
I know.
Like, come on, dude. I don't need the decoder ring.
I
Just spit it out.
emailed Charlie Duty and I said, now that the town has surveyed all of Walpole Terrace, I would like to know what remedies, not the FNF Power, not FNF Power is part of Walpole Terrace, the part of Walpole Terrace that the Chucky Ray Canton Police Department, the house that he owned, that now portions of the property, the shed and other things are on town property. I want to know what remedies the town is going to take on that. Because
let us know what you find
yeah.
out.
And I'm going to wait to see what happens because there, something similar happened to me a number of years ago, living in Canton, and I want to see if I'm treated fairly or not.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen Colleen's videos on them, and we know. We know.
Yeah. Yep.
Clown Town.
It's like I saw the book.
She's got this. She's good. She got this phrase that everyone uses now. Clown Town. I love that.
Did you see what they did? Did you see what they did to the Lopalato
no
scarecrow? Okay, so for $100, you can you donate the $100 to one of the Canton organizations, and you are allowed to put a scarecrow up on one of the light posts in town, in the town, right in front of the one of the little mini marts. There's like an 8-foot werewolf. But the Lopalatos, their scarecrow is in front of town hall. Literally, it's in front of town hall. And excuse me, somebody smashed it and took all that. It was the Lopalato, the whole family. I was there the night that they were putting it all together. It was the same that they had put from the year before, and somebody tried to destroy it on them today. It's on one of the pages and with pictures. And somebody called them and said, "Hey, I think the wind blew over your creation," because they had like a little there's like a contest. Whoever has the
best scarecrow,
in the town. You can decorate it any way you want, family friendly, I guess. So it's the second year that they've done it, but now we're gonna see what happens, and we all know what happened with the Lopalatos. So now we're gonna see what happens with that. No footage in front of town hall.
Not good.
Yeah.
A mess.
So I posted that on Going Through the Motions today, that with his pictures. I shared it from their page, from the Lopalatos page, that they showed all the pictures, and whoever called in offered to go up and help them put it all back together and everything. But yeah, it wasn't the wind, let's just say.
Free the scarecrow.
Yeah.
I will say I went and ate at CF McCarthy's after the Canton Police Department standout. And they have really good food. They have really freaking good food.
I heard that. Mazza was there, right?
Mazza was there, yeah. I was sitting with Mazza. And Kate. Kate's in chat.
He's so tall.
Hi, Kate.
He's so tall.
He's so tall.
He is, I know.
I'm like, what? I'm like 5'2". I was just like, "Hi, Mazza. How are you?"
Hey.
He's a good guy. He's such a good guy.
Man.
Clyde Tuxworth.
Speaking of him, he's going to be live on our show tomorrow. Him and Bettero are going to be here at 7 p.m. tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Nice.
3 M's. I'm looking forward to that with Mazza. Mazza's back on the show tomorrow night.
Yeah, it was on LTL tonight. Yeah.
Let's ask about Morrissey. Morrissey has 2 challenges now.
Yep.
Do you think he's going to run for re-election? And Boozey, I know you have a lot more dirt on Morrissey's. Give us a little, if you have any that you want to share.
He is just so stubborn. He doesn't know how to get out of his own way. He doesn't take criticism well. I mean, he doesn't take criticism at all. We'll just say it like that. Do I think he should rerun? No. Do I
Do you
think
think
he
he
might
will?
try? I think he might try.
Oh wow.
I think he might try. I think he's that stubborn. He's like, just knowing who he is, like he feels as if he's untouchable. And so if for the people that don't know a lot about Morrissey, he's a long time politician, okay? Long time. 80s,
Mhm.
90s. He's been in it for decades. And so what really his game plan was to get in the political world, and then he recognized, oh, I would have more power as a district attorney. So as he was serving for the county, the state, whatever, he actually got his law degree. And then that's how he ran for district attorney. And then that's where he's been ever since. And so if a lot of people don't know this, but district attorneys usually aren't prosecutors. So we're talking about a long-term politician that then became basically the end all be all when it came to who gets in trouble in this in the county. Okay. And that's where the problems are arising, because he's hasn't had any opponents. And if he has had opponents, they either have dropped out or they've been basically sold out, we'll say.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's got millions of dollars at his campaign fund, and they have nothing most of the time.
Did the
so,
Quirk dealership just make a huge donation to him? I thought I saw
$1,000
someone.
Yeah.
That was me, the $1,000 from the president of Quirk Auto, saying, if you're from the South Shore, Quirk is all over the place. They got all the brands when it comes
Maybe
to auto
maybe
dealers.
we need to do a protest of Quirk now. Like, you want to
I
fund
hate
Morrissey
Quirk.
right now? You
You
want to
wanna
fund
talk about-
Morrissey? Quirk is funding Morrissey? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm about to get hot over Quirk. You want to talk about Quirk? They were so mean to me. I was like, I'm never coming back here ever again.
Where are they? Where's the dealership? Like
Quincy.
is there-
There's one in Quincy.
maybe Quincy would be a
Quincy.
good one. Yeah.
Quincy, Braintree, Marshfield. I mean, you could literally put it up. They've got like 40 some odd dealerships. They're all over the South Shore.
I think we
All
need to
over.
do
He's the new-
something.
he's
I
the
think
new
we need to
Rodman.
show them who's boss. Show up there and scare all their people away. I mean, Jesus Christ, you're giving to Morrissey right now. How the
Yeah.
hell?
What we need is a giant monster truck, and we need to drive it right through his showroom. Oh wait, no, that's Roadhouse.
No, you
It's Roadhouse.
you're gonna get us in trouble, John. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, that's Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's. I think you were looking at Ferris Bueller's Day Off or something. I don't know.
Oh, that was.
That's why I feel like I'm in right now.
Well,
just take out the car, man. We can put it in the drain. He's trying to
Listen.
fix the car.
This is why you need term limits. I don't care if it's 10
like
years.
this one. We should roll a giant meatball through there. That's a better one. Roll a giant meatball.
Oh
through
my
the
God!
Quirk
Get me a
showroom.
chef's outfit. Get me a chef's outfit and a whole tray full of meatballs and a spoon, and I will give everybody one meatball as they come by.
Rotten meatball. Don't give them the. Can't be tasty. Can't be like a good Italian meatball. It's gotta be something like nobody wants to eat it. Liverwurst meatball.
But
I'll be
that's why you
informed.
need term limits. You need term limits. And my brother and I are in huge opposition on this. He goes, well, that's why you have elections. You can always vote them out. And I go, no, that's not why. I go, 10 years is more than enough time to serve. I honestly think that public office should not be a lifetime career for anyone. You want to get in, serve for, 2-3 terms, and now you're out, right? Go do something else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, that was my rant.
You know what I would like to see? I think I feel you on both sides. Like, I feel like term limits would be good in a way because it would get rid of all these, create more elections that matter and more competition. But sometimes you lose the best people, their experience. But I think more than likely, it's like the longer you're there, the more corrupt you get.
Corrupt you get.
But I think one of the best reforms we could make, I'm just thinking about this, is make them like the problem is, like, a lot of times, like Marty Walsh, for instance, he'd have millions of dollars in his campaign fund. So no one's going to run against him.
Mhm.
And he never spend it, like, because you don't have to spend it. You know what I mean? And when he'd spend it, he would spend it on other campaigns. So you kind of buy influence with it.
Right.
So, like, I feel like they should limit the campaign fundraising in terms of you have to spend it all by the time your election is over. You can't just carry it over to the next run and the next run and the next run. Like
Mhm.
nobody should have
No
$1 million
war
in the
chests.
bank
No
account
war
from
chests.
day one.
Yeah.
Like you should have to earn it every cycle. Like I just feel like it would be fairer. It would, you know, when you have first time campaigns trying to run against someone with already that has $1 million in their account, it's kind of you
Mhm.
have no chance.
And
Mhm.
we all know, Boozey will tell you, they don't even spend it on the booze. That all gets donated.
Yep.
In
Yep.
Norfolk County, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other places,
Well,
I mean, you're I don't
it's
know.
true.
Norfolk County, there's a lot of donations.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that, isn't
even
that
I
how
mean,
what's his
well,
name had
here's
his whole
here's
graduation
the-
party paid for
well,
that state senator? What's his name? Joyce?
Oh, God, yeah, he's
He was
gone.
doing all kinds of crazy stuff with the campaign money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The feds raided him.
Then
Yeah.
he ended up dead.
Yeah. And you know where he was? Canton. Well, Milton, but his office in
He
Canton.
was a state
Yeah.
senator at the same time as Morrissey. They were
And his
friends.
office in Canton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
They
used
were
to see him
both
at the
on
rink.
they were both on the Ways and Means Committee, which is the most powerful committee that decides where all the money gets spent.
Right.
There you go.
And then Joyce ends up dead. Morrison's
Yeah.
still here, so I don't know. You know, I wonder if he did the same stuff. Maybe why he became DA.
You were gonna say about the donations?
Oh, well, I mean, you just go through the years and, and obviously I worked in the industry, so I know certain names. And then when I start seeing things like United Liquors, and I'm like, oh, cool. You have all the big brands. And so they don't even have to give them money. They just donate the alcohol. So there's not even, I don't even know if they would put that in like their documents, maybe they would do the value of it.
Shrinkage.
I don't know. But
Shrinkage.
yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
weird. I worked for a beer distributor for a number of years going through college,
Mhm.
Teamsters. I never heard anything like that going on.
Yep.
But United was one of our competitors. So like it's Norfolk County, like I said, we covered North Shore, so it wasn't
Mike, I worked for Coca-Cola. I can tell you. I worked for Coca-Cola. I'll tell you off here a couple of things.
They give it free Coca-Cola to candidates? People in office?
No, but I'll tell you off here.
All right. No more of that on the show though, because it's like you're teasing the audience. They want to know. They want to know what you're talking about.
God, it just hit me. You just gave me a flashback or something.
So that is so weird. So you think United Liquors was given freebies to candidates? You really do that, Boozey, or do you know that, or just you think so?
Oh, no. Like if you go down like through the years of his donations, you will literally see the distributors and the wine companies and you'll start seeing all the names. I mean,
so like in-kind contribution type thing where that's crazy.
I mean, I don't. So that's the thing. It doesn't say if it's like I'm pretty sure those were actual donations, like monetary donations. But like working in the industry, like I know if like someone does favor, hey, I'm doing this event. Can you give me a couple of cases of this? Oh, sure, why not? Like you're a good account, or like you have like a lot of connections or whatever. You buy a lot or whatever. Maybe you're a restaurant group or whatever. Yeah, sure. Here you go. Here's a couple of cases of whatever we've got. So it's not even like it wouldn't surprise me if the Terrell Room donated their space to him too, if they even paid for that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past it, because that's how well connected Michael Morrissey is.
If you look at Chris Albert's financials from when he ran, someone donated the Waterfall donated money to him, but then he paid to use the room, so it's a wash. Right? It's a wash at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. And then what about like the $1,900 that he paid D&E Pizza? Or like,
I did the breakdown on that. I went online. I looked at his prices. Yeah, I looked at his prices. I'm like, first off, he would never been able to make enough pizzas, in that one day to go do it. It's
that
total
shady,
crap.
Wicked shady.
Of course it is.
But you also need to consider this too. Like when you look at that's retail prices. Now let's talk about more of the wholesale, or what it actually cost him to make a pizza. It's even cheaper than that. So it's more people or whatever. He's not like he has filet mignons
No.
there. Okay.
No.
Not with
No.
him not passing the whatever inspections. Okay. not
And how many
using
people
gloves.
you think were actually at that party? Like, come on. Come on.
50, 100,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Come on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
done tons of events and bought pizzas, like it's not that it's crazy. That is
Oh, no, he
crazy.
bought it on election night. Wasn't that?
Yeah.
That was the election night pizzas.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
Right.
crazy. That's too
And the
much
poll
money.
workers should never, I believe he brought them up to the polls to drop them off for the poll workers. That's a huge no. You don't do
Yeah,
that.
you're not supposed to do that.
No.
Oh, I didn't know he
Something's
did
up.
that.
Something's
Here's
not
the
right
thing.
about that.
When you allow all these little things,
Yep.
it's like a snowball. It's like a sweater. You start pulling, and then it gets so big that nobody can say anything because you've allowed so many of these little things to go on forever that you look like they said, look the other way, and then finally you can't even turn your head anymore.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yep.
I can't believe how serious I am tonight. This is the longest I've been this serious. Guys at work are going to kill me tomorrow.
You know what?
You
They
had a
expect-
wig on earlier. You are not.
They
that
expect
serious
so
all
much
the time.
more out of me. They expect so much more out of me.
You could take off your shirt in a few minutes.
Well, no. We now know we don't do it unless we get the donations first.
Oh God. Oh God.
Right? Last time the shirt came off prematurely. We got to get the donations to come in first.
I don't know if there's enough women in here that want to see that tonight. I don't see any.
Probably not. I know.
Here's one.
Hey, wait a minute.
Deanna
Is
said John is fully dressed and being serious.
And I'm like, but I'm waiting for Detective Mullins. She should be in here. I know she's watching. I keep telling her to stop giving you money.
Oh, Kate said to check your Venmo.
No.
My Venmo or his?
Mike's like, no, I don't want to.
We'll check the Venmo. I will. I'll check the Venmo.
I'll be sitting here listening to the jerks and doing other things, and all of a sudden I hear him read off the donos, and my head turns, and I'm like, oh, I go, you donated again, didn't you?
Caitlin sent 25, and she said blondes have more fun.
I got to go with the blonde one.
That's
All
your
right,
friend Caitlin.
I'll be right back.
Oh boy, so they want to see the blonde wig is coming out.
I can't. Oh my God.
So it said, is this a strip chat now? No, this is a wig chat now. We're putting on wigs. We're dressing them up. Yeah, we should put some lipstick on them too.
Take it off. Take it off.
Oh boy. We're definitely getting into trouble on YouTube tonight.
No. This is PG for me and John. This is we're being nice for you, Mike.
PG-17. This is PG-17 for the young jerks. Or maybe PG-13. Like it's actually
It's
Someone said relax Riccio. Is Riccio still around? There was a Riccio ghost for a while. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So is there anything else that we should talk about tonight that we haven't gotten to about Morrissey or any of this crap? Enrique, just the tragedy of Enrique, or Karen Reed, or Turtle Boy. There's going to be a big Turtle Boy hearing Thursday. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah. I do want to remind people that if you haven't shared or donated or whatever you can do for Enrique's family, please still share that GoFundMe. If they do end up fighting Massachusetts State Police, it's going to be a lengthy, long process, and they need all the help that they can get right now because it's very clear that they were not given that help willingly. So please just remember that. That's gray. That's not blonde. That's gray.
Yeah, that's kind of skunk.
Yeah, it was platinum.
Black and white. It's like a black and white.
It didn't come off the way I don't have. I'm not.
You got hoodwinked.
Really
you got a bait and switch.
Well, I ordered another one today, so we'll see what color that comes in. They are quality, though. They are quality.
You think so?
Yeah, come on. Look at this.
I don't know. How do you know? How do you know it's quality?
They feel real nice.
They feel real
it's-
nice.
It does. It's
Silky. My fingers.
It's
Look,
silky,
he's really
dude.
into it. He's really into
I'm
it.
telling
Look,
you got to go on TikTok and watch
Oh my
I'll send
God.
you the link.
cougar wig.
She's got a whole wall of these things.
Someone's calling it a cougar wig.
Oh, like from that what's that show there? Oh, the four old ladies there. Valerie Bertinelli's in it.
The Golden Girls.
No. That's three old ladies.
You,
What's the
you
one
must
Valley
be
Burton?
you
I
must
don't
be
know.
really blind though, because that is not even close to blonde.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
well,
gray.
oh, that's
It's like
blonde.
Silver Fox.
Oh, wait a
Shot
minute.
is
Oh, wait a
disappointed.
minute.
That looks like
Hold
Kimberly
on.
Fair blonde. It's like
Hold
one of
on.
those fake,
Hold
like,
on.
silver blonde.
Wait a minute.
Too much bleach.
Maybe it's my lighting.
Yeah, it's your lighting.
It's my lighting. See?
That's what Kimberly Fair says. The lighting's not right for her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Designing woman. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's
That's blonde.
uh
I've been
Meatloaf-
here all night. He hasn't even said anything about my jerk curtain.
You got a jerk
Look.
curtain?
I got a jerk curtain up.
I gotta oh my God, John. This is
I've been here all
I did
night.
that
Look
just
at
for you. Mike, I did that just for you.
it's a jerk curtain.
I prepped all night. You should
Thank
see
you,
me.
John.
You should
That's
see
the
my
nicest
living
thing
room.
anyone's ever done for me. The jerk.
All night. I tore apart my living room to make this studio just for you.
I'm very appreciative.
Aw.
I know. Howdy, neighbor.
Now they all want jerk curtains.
Yeah,
They want.
we
I
gave
got
you
a
that.
jerk. They got jerk towels.
I'm telling you, you should have been selling those jerk towels from day one when we gave you that idea.
I
Yeah.
don't know
That
who.
was-
I don't know who manufactures, but I got time to.
Oh man, it's so easy to go online and just come up with those. It's like the football players. They have those towels on their butts when they're running. You could have, the jerk towel.
Someone said your fiance is a saint.
She's gonna be walking through the door. What time is it? I can't see. I don't have my glasses.
Red
Oh,
wig.
yeah.
This is a comment from Samantha. Oh, Detective Mullins. She said, "Red wig, no shirt. Let's go."
Don't donate. Don't you dare
She
donate.
just
I'm
donated
telling you.
$10. Detective Mullins.
I just paid for her Mass Pike trip. Look, I still have the tag still on it. I haven't taken the tags off. Came with like little caps. They came in nice little boxes, each one. They're really nice. All right, I'll be right back. You guys talk among yourselves.
Oh, no worries, John. We'll make sure of that.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
It-
Is there anything?
Sometimes this is what you just gotta roll with the punches, Mike. Okay. Sometimes you just
know.
gotta
It's late. It's okay. It's 10 o'clock. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's almost 11, actually.
I don't know.
I lost
Listen.
track.
Listen.
I'm in the John Como zone.
We're gonna blame Bob, okay? Just put everything on Bob tonight. It's all
Oh.
Bob's fault.
That was unbelievable tonight.
Oh, circle jerk towels. That's funny. You guys. Anyways, well,
You do know the trolls are going to use this against me.
yes.
They'll probably use it against me, too.
Yeah.
Who cares? Let these trolls run your life.
So this is a wolf cut, by the way. I learned
Now you're looking WWE, bro.
Yeah.
You're looking like
this is a wolf cut,
a wolf
and you
cut.
can cut the bangs. You can cut the bangs, or you can just pull them off to the side. I've seen the girl do it.
Look, she asked
Yeah.
for it, and Detective Mullins asked for this, and you delivered.
And I'll show you how long it is. Hold on. It comes down. It's about, just past the shoulder blades. Yeah.
He's turning into a TikTok QVC person, okay? This is a good salesperson right here.
Sell them.
This is what we need.
I might sell the ice cube thing. There was an ice cube thing, but
John,
we already
I'm gonna
have
set
that.
you up with like 50 jerk curtains, and you can sell them tomorrow.
So I've only watched Plevin one time in my life, and it was very early on. Haven't watched him since. Are you serious? Did he really take his shirt off?
He did. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I'm just assuming he did it because he got the idea from you. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea
Well,
why.
whatever. Yeah. All right, Mike, your turn.
Nobody
Take it off.
watches them, so nobody even knows why he took off his shirt.
Show us that wrestling body there, Mike.
You want to see my body?
The wrestler's body there.
Which one?
You were a wrestler.
Oh, you want to see me take off?
What was your record, by the way? Did you have a winning record?
Senior
Yeah.
year? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was 22-3-2 my senior year, and I shouldn't have lost. I should have lost once, actually.
Scholarship?
I blew it. My last match, I got disqualified. Basically, I was only a 2-year wrestler, and UNH was looking at me, and because my coach went there, and they basically said, like, if you place very high in the States, we'll give you something. And because I was, they like, you can learn, you're getting good. Like, so, and I had like speed. I was quick and fast. Like I could take anyone down basically.
But you couldn't wrestle shoot.
But I had like one kid that year legitimately beat me. He was a state champ. But all 3 kids I lost to that year were all sectional champs, and 2 of them I should have beaten, and 2 of them were state champs. So it was like, yeah, but I blew it last match. That's it.
You wrestled DeVivo?
No, he.
No.
My junior year, I took 5th place in his weight class, 152. My senior year, I went 145. So my junior year was.
He was 152 pounds.
Yeah, my first year wrestling, I was at 152. DeVivo was the sectional champ that year in my weight class.
Yeah.
And if I won one more match, I would have wrestled him in the semis. But yeah, no, I was scared. He
bundled me. We worked for a moving company, and
he went phenomenal.
He went to BU, and I was at Suffolk. And I mean, it was like a competition. Like, we're running stairs, and it was awesome, right? And I'm not double his size, but I was 6'1". I think I was 210 at the time. And we got into a tussle on a job in the truck, right? The customers are up on the 3rd floor, Beacon Hill. I'll never forget it. We were in Beacon Hill. We get in the tussle in the truck, and he just rolled me like a pretzel. I mean, once he got his hands on me, and I'm like, I play hockey. I'm thinking, I'm just gonna, nope. He got his hands on me so quick, and we were down, and I ended up having to. Here I am going back into the people's apartment with a black eye, and everyone's like,
speed and leverage, man.
What happened to you?
Yeah, he was phenomenal. Scott DeVivo from Tewksbury.
Yeah. The small guy.
New England champ, I believe he was too. Yeah.
Jeez, I wish I knew that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
But let's not talk about wrestling anymore. This is like way off track. You got me so far off track tonight, dude.
I do it every time.
I know. That's fine.
I do it every time.
It's late night.
I do.
So I guess wrap it up. What are we going to talk about? Like besides John's shirt off or my wrestling or what's our final thoughts tonight?
Hold on a minute.
Show the dog. Show the dog. Show the dog.
No, his mother's home, and he knows the truck, and if I didn't let him out to go chase after it, it would be even worse. It looks like Chloe. It's a shepherd. Yeah, so I just let him out.
I love them. I love dogs. I love dogs. Justice for Chloe.
That you know what? That thing actually broke my heart. Being a dog person, when just watching Coco's testimony, she was devastated about that dog, and she had no say. She's a battered woman. She had no say of what went on, and you could kind of tell that someone else is running the.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's feedback. Turn yours down. I'm kidding.
What are your final thoughts tonight, John Como?
Sorry. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow, and then we'll decide on what I'm going to do on Tuesday. And maybe Mike, you can come out with me someday. You can, we can go say hi to Mike Loughran. Prayers for both troopers. There was the other one that we didn't really talk about. The other one who died at the barracks. Once again, don't know much about that one other than the little press release that they sent out. disgusted at the display of that board meeting tonight, where the chairman dug his feet in. The other two, at least one of them, you could tell, even though at the beginning of the meeting they said, "Hey, we're going to vote 3-2, vote 3-2." There were a couple that they ended up changing their mind, and that's the reason why you go through the motions of each thing, so that maybe the discussion will turn someone into a no into a yes vote. And they did that.
Yeah, and it also puts them on the record too. Like
It
well,
does.
wait, you don't want to correct how Sandra Birch? You don't want to put that in there. Like
right.
So,
it was like it was almost like it was a. She's taking a picture of me right now. It was almost. Look at this. I'm blushing. It was almost as if it was an inconvenience to them to change to them. It's just letters. It's not a person. It wasn't a person to them. It's letters in a paper. And by golly, we got to get that thing out tomorrow. And what's a Sandra versus a Sandy or versus a whatever.
Sarah.
That's Sarah. That's how it was to them. They could care less.
Yeah.
They just get it done. Let's pass this through. Let the audit come in, and at the end of the day, because we've restricted it so much, and it comes back as nothing really wrong, they can say, "We told you so. We believe in our police."
Yep.
That's how I feel.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. I mean, also too, like if these companies, when they get this paperwork, they'll be able to just Google search these names, and even Craig Casey's name. It's like you search John O'Keefe, what comes up? Oh my God, so much. Sandra
That was the
Birchmore.
talk of the town. That was a huge. It was in the Citizen. Everybody talked about it. I don't know what these guys are thinking. That I don't know who that was.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I know.
Yeah,
it makes it look like they're really intentionally not reading this.
But when a truck hits the ball of a street bridge, everybody knows about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that's what's important in the town.
Right. And the island. Yeah. Now they're putting, the Zoom thing's got to go. That's the other part of my thing. And I'm telling you one more time, like I told Mike outside of his house, if he looked out his blinds or not, I am not going to stop until he brings that back to town hall. When they go back to town hall, I'm not even going to be there that first night. I might be outside with a congratulations, welcome back. Welcome. Maybe I'll play welcome back Carter for him, but I'm not going into the meeting. You can go into the meeting. I'll leave you alone. Go back to town hall. I'll leave you alone.
Mm-hmm. Well, then look, if you saw it tonight, Jen O'Donnell went in, she's like, she purposely said, I took a little time off and break off from coming in these meetings because of what happened to me in person with the retired Canton officer. And now here I am again because I'm sick of the ish,
And the cops get called again.
And they were going to throw someone else out too.
Scollins
he made a comment.
Randy
he made
Scollins.
a comment. No. After that, there was someone else. He's going to kill me for forgetting his name. I talk to him once in a while. He was sitting in the front row, and he made a comment, and they're like, "You're going to throw him out too?" And they're like, "Yeah, could you go?" And he got up, and but it's a circus. They brought this on themselves.
And then telling people to sit down. That is so disrespectful. Like, sit down. Like,
I'm gonna have to go back. There's gonna be so much when I go back and grab some screenshots on that. It's gonna be incredible. And I know Boozey's gonna do the same thing. She's gonna pull up some of the best hits out of that.
There's a lot of good viral spots from tonight. Definitely.
Listen, when you tell your constituents to please be quiet at a public meeting, and you keep saying it over and over and over again, maybe you should just listen instead of telling someone to basically shut up and you can go now. You can leave the room now. I was
sit
like,
down. Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
Rude.
Yeah. I know. I briefly told you beforehand, Mike, but when I knew Bob was going to be a problem. The moment that, the moment he put himself in that chair, because it wasn't a vote, he put himself there. I knew it. I was like, he's not going to be.
But then they voted. On it. Hey, shush you. Then they voted on it. Yeah, they did.
3-2, like we know it's going to be.
3-2.
Oh my God. Yeah. He took 3 naps. He took 3 naps tonight.
Your dog?
He did.
No, the chairman.
He was like this.
Snapping all the time? Was he snapping?
Yeah, he's down
I
like
didn't
this.
notice.
And you can tell he wasn't listening. He was waiting for them to talk so he could just shuffle his papers and then turn to the other two
How about the
guys,
shuffle of the papers? That was funny. Yeah.
shuffles his papers, turns to the other guys and goes, "Do you want to vote on this? 3-2." And the way he said it was just so smug. 3-2.
Yep.
There was a moment too where they took a break. Do you see that where the other guy called for a break and they left for a second, came back? That seemed like an illegal meeting. Like they're
Because
not
they went out in the hall and talked together. Yeah.
Like that's like illegal. Like that's not how you're supposed to do things. Like
I'm almost wondering, like, do they not go back and listen to themselves? Like, they really do sound like they're having temper tantrums. Like literally, though. I'm not even trying to be mean.
Right?
Like, they
That's
can't
such
even
a good point.
communicate.
Yeah, I said that the other day about the select board.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for my show, maybe not every show, but back in the day, I used to listen to every show just because I want to hear how bad I was. So I wouldn't do it again. You know, that's how you learn. You listen to yourself and you say, "Oh fuck, I talked too much. I interrupted the guest, whatever it is."
Yep.
And then you don't do it again. These guys don't listen to the tapes. They don't.
No,
go
instead
back
they
and
shut their
watch it.
cameras off.
Yeah,
They don't even put themselves on Zoom anymore.
they don't watch their own tapes. It's It's like the most basic thing you can do to get better at this shit.
That in itself should be illegal. If they're going to Zoom, it should be just like this. You should see each one of them.
Everybody.
But they're all blacked out. And Mike Loughran, he's a boomer. He's 2 years older than me. He hasn't been able to do the Zoom once correctly yet. And he stumbles over it, you know. And I'm telling you, I already know.
It to himself, though. He does it to himself.
I'm telling you, I want they're I can't prove it, but this is all under Morrissey. Morrissey and John Conley are as thick as thieves. They're best friends, and it's one of those. You just stay the course, stay the course, stay the course.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Morrissey runs the town of Canton, basically.
Pretty much. You know, when you have an officer who gets suspended with pay for the summer, I think it was July 11th is when they came out with that announcement when everyone cheered. I think it was July. And then they do the review in such a manner so that there's no way for you to ask what the punishment was.
Yeah, or who even did the review? They said they had to hire independent investigator or reviewer.
Well, that should be foilable. At least how much and who it was.
Yeah.
That should be a FOIA request.
It shouldn't even have to be a FOIA request. This is so basic. Like any other town or city would say, "Hey, we hired Levinson and Levinson to look into this," or we hired the chief of police of Abington. They would say something like, "I've seen this. I've seen this in other cities in town." That's what they do. In Canton, we don't share anything. It's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Circle the wagons.
I mean, the only way they could deny it if it was for an open investigation. But at this point, clearly they made the decisions.
That's when you announce. Yeah, at least by then.
Right. So then it should be able to at least, So it should be able to FOIA it. But I mean, from what we've seen, trying to get information from Morrissey, they use that as their main thing over and over again. It's an open investigation. We cannot speak about it. It'll compromise an open investigation.
Well, this is no longer an investigation. He accepted his punishment, so it should be over. And yes, it's closed and sealed because it's a personnel issue. But that doesn't mean you can't find out who the company was and how much they paid for it.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Those two should be easily. Another picture. Hi. I got fans over here taking pictures of me. Those two should be definitely. Oh,
I mean.
So I talked. Mike kind of knows this. I'll be really quick with this one. I promise, Mike. I had taken a week off from everything. From talk. Oh, I did my, and this is part of it. I did do an interview. I had blown off some interviews with some people. I just didn't take calls from anyone. I just was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going back doing my own thing. Like before Karen Reed. And what happens is if you don't post, comment for 3 days, you're good. You're off doing something else, right? And that's what happened to me. It wasn't until yesterday that someone came into work and they started showing me stuff on Twitter that these people are going out. And I'm like, I haven't been around in a week. And now they're like, oh, Yuri's coming after you. And I'm like, and first off, who they thought I was, I'm like, that's not even my handle. Everybody knows I don't have fake handles on Twitter. I have that one handle, my Dixie handle, and that's it. But they're sharing all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, looks like you guys want me back. You know, it's the other side. I'm like, oh, you want me back. And so for the last 2 days, I came back with a little vengeance. And so I went looking to do a funny video on, my intentions were, well, first I did do an interview with a high schooler in Indiana who had 5 questions. It's a senior in high school asking about peaceful protesting and all this different things. And all my, her mother is from Canton. So I said I would do it. So I answered all the 5 questions and sent her my picture of my elephant in the room. But so I went looking to do, when Julie says that, she went to Dunkin' Donuts and, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to show what the conditions were that morning from the police dash cam. And that's her ride, in the morning from Dunkin' Donuts. Like, I was just trying to be silly about it. I was going to have the guy time to make the donuts. I had all these things in my head, like how I was going to make the video. And then it hit me when I watched her testimony and she says, I pulled in behind Brian Jr.'s car, right? And she goes, I got out and I opened the door. I went to go put the donuts in his car, and Brian Sr. came to the front door and said, hey, why don't you come in? And then it hit me. Well, Gallagher testified at 7:00 and he took pictures of it, that there was only 3 cars in the driveway, and Jem McCabe's was one of them, which Julie also said there was one, that Jem McCabe's car was in the driveway. So we know Coco's Cadillac was first in the driveway, followed by the car that they came back from the waterfall in, Brian's Boston Police Department car. And Coco's car was next to it. And so at 7:00, Detective Mulligan's, what's his name there that just retired, Gallagher, had taken a picture of only 3 vehicles in the driveway. Well,
Right.
If Julie's telling the truth and she pulled behind Brian Jr.'s car, when did that car get there? Where was that car at night? And up before 7:00 when all the police were there.
Yeah, because I know exactly what picture you're talking about because I've used it before, and you can see like the Denali. The Denali is the first one in. It's huge.
Yes, that's Jem McCabe's. Yep.
Right.
Yep. And then the other 2 never moved. One was Coco's up at the doors, at the
Yeah.
front doors of the garage, and the other one was Brian's. And Gallagher took that picture, and he even said, he goes, I took that picture to show the 3 vehicles in the driveway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then when did Julie pull behind Brian Jr.'s car that's in the driveway? Where was that car at night?
They have so
Brian
many
Jr. never
conflicting-
left the house.
There's so many
never left the
conflicting
house.
statements that they have that are going to come
Yeah.
up in the next trial. I mean, that's it. Someone just said the meeting was broadcast on Channel 10 tonight, so that's going to be interesting to watch and see how they cover it.
Yeah.
We do have to wrap this up. It's 11
Do we?
o'clock.
Do we?
Boozey, what are your final thoughts tonight? Since we went to John like 5 times already.
I know.
He's not. It's going to be short. 10 minutes later, we're sitting there like,
Listen, Mike,
where's this story?
my co-host.
Go ahead, Boozey.
Well, should I go down the list briefly?
Yes.
John, obviously we all know what happened there. I'm hoping one day we finally really figure out exactly what happened and we finally start seeing exactly the truth of what happened, because I say this all the time in my chat and TikTok, but the anatomy doesn't lie, the body doesn't lie, the science doesn't lie, and we'll just leave it at that. So hopefully one day we get justice for John. I'm going to talk about Enrique's GoFundMe again because this is very brand new. It is very expensive. I do have it linked in my link tree. If you don't have it, you can also just search Enrique's name, GoFundMe, and it pops right up. The family has been going through a lot of bullshit. And if anything, I really want to be a voice for the shit that they have been going through and are going to continue going through. I'm so grateful that they finally have a team of lawyers. It should have not taken that long. Their civil rights were completely destroyed. And we all know that Enrique also wasn't an accident. So we'll just say that. The same people that were in his academy are talking. We'll just say it like that. And if you follow Sean McDonough, God love Sean. I hope he's taking it easy tonight.
That mofo.
Go on Sean's Twitter. He posts everything. Sean's been going through it too. Love you, Sean. I hope you're doing okay tonight. Sandra. Her name is Sandra. Say her name. It's not Sarah. It's Sandra. And it matters. It matters, for fuck's sake. Motherfuckers. That's all I'm going to say about that. I was so mad about that. Look at this picture of Karen, by the way. Look how pretty she looks. I used a good picture of her. She's so pretty in that one. That's a good one.
Hold on.
A little tidbit about Kelly Reed was there tonight and popped up Karen on FaceTime and went around the entire standout. So we actually got to see Sandra and Yannetti and them. It was actually really cool. And then obviously Justin Root. I got to meet Jen today too and speak to her a little bit. So justice for Justin Root too. So I can't believe I had to add another name to this board. I can't believe I needed to get a bigger board to fit Enrique's name on it. But hopefully sooner than later, we'll start seeing some answers for all five. The five.
Boozey, say the name of your channel.
Boozey Beauty on TikTok. I do have a YouTube. I don't know what to do with it. I need ideas on what I can do with my YouTube. I don't know what to do with it. I do have
You
YouTube.
just post some of the same shorts there.
Yeah.
So with TikTok, you can go over a minute, which I normally do because I talk a lot, clearly. Shorts, you have to be a minute. So I really have to be like, it's really hard for
but
me
on
not to talk.
YouTube you don't. YouTube you don't. But the big thing with
Yeah, you
YouTube,
do, kind of.
no, well, for the shorts, but on YouTube, my brother and I found out that 5 minutes is usually about the attention span people will watch a video of something, not a live, but a video. So when we were doing our videos, we tried to keep it 5 minutes or shorter. By the way, for your fantasy, Mike, Drake May's in the game.
That's all right for me.
I know.
Well, I was racking it up. I got Hall
24-3, but 24-3. But
I got Hall though. He was killing it, and then I got wide receiver. So I got two Jets players tonight in my fantasy, and I was killing it.
24-3. They ran up and down the field on him, but Drake May's now in the game.
Let me see. Let me see what I'm at right now. I got 32 points right now already.
Yeah.
I got G. Wilson. He's got 14.3, and I got B. Hall, 18.3, and the other guy's got Ramondre Stevenson with a 0.3. So I'm kicking ass.
Is that blonde?
Against
is that blonde? It's not. It's not blonde.
No,
we're doing.
No, I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to my assistant.
All right, then we'll turn you off. No more talking to other people off camera. No more.
Sorry.
No more, John. See, I just muted John. No more talking. I muted him. He doesn't even realize it. He'll unmute himself eventually. No more talking to people off camera. All right, you're back.
She took my wigs away.
I'm talking about my fantasy league, and then you're talking to your
I was
girlfriend.
listening to the B Hall and whatever his name is.
You asked me to.
I have ADD. I can listen.
Except for me.
Trust me. It all comes in and goes out. I have ADD.
Know. You give me
100 miles an hour.
All I want for Christmas is Morrissey in cups.
I'm gonna say goodbye so that you two can talk among yourselves and say goodbye to each other. All right.
We will.
So
good night, John.
Bye, people.
Have a good night. Thank you for raising money for us.
John.
Thank you for the jerk towels and everything else you've been doing.
Jerk towels. Bye, booze.
Bye.
I hope I didn't hurt his feelings. Sometimes I don't know. I love John.
John can handle it. Trust me.
He can. I think he can. He gives me little needles too. I don't know if people notice, but he does sometimes.
What with like his jokes?
The jerk curtain thing.
It was so funny.
It is funny.
You gotta hop on that. He
That's what I'm
does have.
saying. That's how he gets me because he knows I'm not gonna hop on it. He's like, yeah, you gotta hop on it.
You should, because that'd be really
I
funny.
can't even keep. Yeah. Oh man, he's cracking me up. So I think we got to everything, Boozey.
Yeah,
I guess one last final question I have for you is,
yeah.
what do you think about the governor? Today, people were at the state house protesting. I heard them calling Mara out by her first name. Do you think
Yep.
she's doing anything? Is she noticing?
No.
Like, what would you give her for a grade on all of this right now?
I am very, very disappointed. Surprised? No, but very, very, very disappointed. I'm disappointed in, the girl squad that's there right now. I'm actually shocked that they're shocked, but not because the shock and horror. Because she's been there. She was attorney general. She's been there. She's known this. She's known Morrissey. So I'm very, very disappointed. And the optics, here's the thing. If her team watches this at all, whoever does her social media, because it's not more herself, the optics of what they are doing with her horseback riding or like going to the Big E, when you have all these huge news stories right now and not doing anything about it, not really saying much about it, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. And when you're up for re-election again, I don't see you getting reelected just because what you're doing right now is you're failing, not doing a
So
good job.
give her an F. You give her an F.
She's not
I
doing
would too.
at all. She's
Yeah,
like,
I'd give her an F. I'd
yeah,
say like or incomplete. Basically hasn't done anything. Like,
that's
when a student hasn't done any work, it's an incomplete, right?
right. I mean, she's not even putting her name on top of the math paper. Like,
Right. She hasn't even
she's
signed
not
it.
even
Yeah.
dating it.
Yeah.
No,
She hasn't even shown up. She didn't even go to class to take the test. Yeah.
no, no. She's just straight up like not even going to school, not even
Yeah.
trying.
Delinquent.
Delinquent. I know.
So what about Colonel Mon? What would you say about him? Is he also an F?
Who the F does he think he is? Speaking of F, like honestly, you are an interim. You are a middleman, and like his press conferences. I don't know if you remember over the summer with Proctor and how we're still investigating. Blah blah blah. Sit down. That is the opposite of what you should be saying. You should be saying, yes, what happened in trial, what came out is not good. Yes, yes, yes. He's just very much like smooth sailing. These are my boys. I don't want to get them in trouble. Let's keep covering their behinds. Like, it's very on point. It's on brand. And knowing now that, Morrissey, Mon, district attorney from Worcester County, Early, they're all, in cahoots and very friendly with one another. It all is starting to make sense.
It
All
sure
of it.
does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Sure does. Sure does. The jerk's curtain is down.
Yeah. The jerk curtain is down. It seems like the rest of the media is picking it up too. I mean, the Herald is I love the Herald, how they're putting it on the cover every friggin' day. It just seems like even the Globe even the Globe noticed, like, wow, isn't this weird? They hired a Whitey Bulger attorney. Like, they even noticed it in their headline. So I think it's very
and
interesting.
What's getting us there too is the public pressure. And I always say this too, you guys, like, just make sure you're constantly tweeting, sharing, talking to your friends, talking to your neighbors. If they don't know anything even about John O'Keefe or Karen Reed, just do the bare minimum and start talking about it, because the more they talk about it, chances are they'll start Googling, and chances are they'll start going, oh yeah, like, this doesn't seem good, because that's what's going to make change. Because clearly the politicians and the people that are in power right now are not doing their job. They're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they're sitting on their butts doing nothing. Do your job. Exactly. Do your job. Damn it.
Yeah. Oh,
Damn it.
This is the Riccio they were talking about earlier. I want to know if she's related to Brian Riccio. She says John's an attention whore, loves being on. Come on. Like, John is a good guy. He does a lot of good things. Stop. Be nice, Kathy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know who that is, but just.
Yeah, I have a feeling that could be a Riccio family member. Who knows? Is that Brian Riccio's sister or something?
We can figure out.
Yeah.
We can figure it out.
Who are you, Kathy Riccio?
Don't worry, I'll figure it out. There's one thing I'm really good at. It's finding what people are, who they are. So no worries. Here comes my handy dandy notebook.
The only one who should get annoyed by John is me.
Listen, we love John. No
We do.
John
I love
slander.
John. I love John. I do.
We appreciate the quack
Someone
quack
said,
over
wait,
here.
attention whore is a bad thing.
Right. Being attention whore is not a bad
He's
thing.
entertaining. Come on. Takes off his shirt for us. The wigs were hilarious.
Isn't this what I said earlier? Everyone has their, piece of the puzzle in this. And John brings fun and funny. Like, this is what we need. We need to have fun sometimes. It can't always be angry or sad, because that's not healthy. That's not healthy. Damn it.
Dixie Normus says Mike keep putting him on. I think that's John, actually, though.
What is that? But by the way, what is that picture of the keys? What is that?
I don't even know what that is. I don't want to know.
That is so random.
I'll look at that. I'm still laughing at his screen handle on Twitter. He made me say it. All right, John, you've made fun of me enough tonight with that one. That he had fun. John is the best. John is a great guy.
I know. Like, be nice and be nice to me and SD if you see us dancing. We just gotta have fun. When I was at the Canton
Girls
Police
just want to
Department,
have fun.
girls just want to have fun, and that includes
that.
John and his wigs.
Cindy Lauper. Yeah,
and
boys
his
want
wigs.
to have fun too, right, John? Boys just want to have fun.
I was saying to one of the Canton friends at the police department when we were out there, I was like, you know what? We don't need to engage back with them, because there was obviously some townies driving by that weren't happy we were there, booing us, flipping us off, and I just told her, I was like, just shake your ass. That's all you have to do. Turn around and shake your ass at their face.
That's right. What are they gonna say?
What are they gonna
having
do?
Too much fun. I mean, that's really it. They're having too much fun. There's people like that are just like so nasty.
Yeah, but then it's like at the end of the day, behind the scenes, like we would get really nitty gritty, and like we are doing the down and dirty stuff. Just because you see some more happy stuff, we're also doing stuff that matters too, like getting this GoFundMe promoted and making sure that this family gets taken care of as best as we can with what we can offer. Like,
exactly.
If we have a channel like Young Jerks or like on TikTok, promote it, get that shit out there, because that's the stuff that matters. Damn.
Exactly.
I just went on a rant.
It's
Sorry.
funny too. You know what? Too, like what always happens is the people criticizing. I always say, okay, I hear you criticize. What are you doing? I watch you. Okay, so you're a watcher. I mean, nothing wrong with watching, but a lot of times that's like if you're not in the arena, should you really be criticizing? It's like if you haven't worn the shoes, you know what I mean? It's
right.
And when you do, what I don't do is you don't see me criticizing like Boozey. I didn't like your last video. Like I would never say that. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't do that to people. You know what I mean? Like I don't, us creators generally, I think sometimes there's some rivalries, people, especially with guests and things like that. But for the most part, all of us support each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially the ones, who really are into it. You know what I mean? Like if you put your time into it, you don't have time for that. No.
And you all commingle, and from obviously I'm newer on the YouTube side, but it's just like everyone's, especially on Twitter, you're responding to one another. We're liking one another, promoting each other. So it's not like, it's just, I will never understand why, we wouldn't want to find out the truth. And I will never understand why we'd want to promote like hate like that, and I learned something on Twitter that apparently blocking is like an uncool thing to do. I don't in the TikTok universe, I block everyone.
I
So
block a lot on Twitter. Why?
block them
Why should we have
all.
to listen to the idiots?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I
I
don't,
mean,
it's like I'm a dog walker, right? People are like, "Oh, you're gonna lose business over this crap." It's like, I fire bad customers. I don't get fired. I
right,
fight like I don't have time for you. I don't need
right,
you in my life. Like
right,
if any red flags come up, I'm just like, you know what? I got too many customers. I don't need you. Like that's the way life is supposed to be.
right,
We don't need
right.
you. So
No,
we create
no,
the life we want with the people we want. And
exactly.
so, yeah. So I want to thank you, and Boozey. I want to spend time tonight with you, and I'm glad I did. This is a great
Yeah,
show, and John Como. It was a great, fun time. I want to thank you so much for being here.
of
Promote
course.
yourself one more time. Tell everyone where they can find you.
Always TikTok. If you don't have TikTok, you should go on there because it's a lot of fun to get a death scroll on there. Death scroll is just when you keep scrolling and learning, and you'll end up like John and buying wigs, you know.
And you're
But
also on X and Twitter. That's where I follow you.
yep. So it's just this handle right here, Boozey Beauty. So that's on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, TikTok. There is YouTube. I am going to do something with it. If someone can send me ideas, I don't know what the fluff to do. I'm new to the whole YouTubey thing, so. But yeah, Boozey Beauty. I'm not a drunk. It's a joke. It's a millennial joke. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that.
People remember it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, Boozy. Just call me Boozy. I'm fine with it. It's cute.
And I know people know the name because as soon as we had you on, like even mention you, people are like, "Oh my god, I watch your TikToks." They love you.
Mhm.
So you have how many followers you have on TikTok right now?
Like 55,000.
Oh, see, people really like you. Then I mean, that's amazing.
But that's the thing. I was like, I don't even feel like it's a lot. It's just, and it's just I literally just post, and I just that's it. That's it. This Karen Reed thing really got me going, and here we are.
It's funny because through our platforms, I probably have we probably have a similar amount through the different ones, and it doesn't seem like that much. And it's really not that much considering there are people with millions and millions. But at the
Hmm.
same time, I've been doing this stuff for a long time, and just to get to this level, it took a long time. And some
Yeah,
people can never ever get any type of traction. So it is
yeah,
something. Like you definitely are good at what you do, and there are a lot of people that do like you. So I
cute.
thank you so much. I like your stuff because it's quality. You put a lot of information in there. You educate, and that's what we need more. And you have fun, and you're
Yeah,
yourself, which I like as well. You're not trying
yeah.
to be somebody else. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for being here, and I hope we can do this again.
Yeah, always. You just let me know when, and I'll be on. Just it's. If you have someone serious, I'll try to break the ice a little bit. That's what I'm here for. Okay.
Awesome. I love it. That's what I need. You know me. Sometimes I'm a little awkward at times.
That's okay. I'll bring
It's
the fun out for you. No
yeah.
worries. I'm good at doing that.
Yeah. That's it. That's what I need.
Yeah.
We need to have some fun. We had fun with John tonight. Look at that. We survived him.
We survived John Como.
Thank you
All right.
so much again for being here,
Beautiful.
Boozey Beauty. Boozey
There he goes
Beauty.
again. Chat. There he goes again.
Boozey,
Chat.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit whatever buttons. What do we say on
Yeah.
YouTube? Just
Yeah, that's
do
it.
do the things.
Let
Do the
like,
things.
subscribe, and follow, and same with Boozey Beauty. Make sure you follow her on Twitter and especially TikTok. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks, guys. Bye, chat. Bye,
Have a
Mike.
great night. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye. And we're the Young Jerks, and I just want to check a couple Venmos and all that crap. Make sure I thank everybody. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Detective. Thank you, Dreamer Thinker. There's been so many people tonight. Thank you so much watching throughout the night. We did 2 streams. It was amazing. Thank you. Without you guys, that's the thing. Without the viewers, without the people showing up at the protests, the standouts, you guys are amazing. And I just tell everyone, keep it up. And also tag your local reps. If you got a state rep, a state senator, make sure you're telling them that you care about this. Send them an email maybe. But if you see them on Twitter or Facebook, let them know. Let them know you're thinking about these issues. You want justice for Karen. You want justice for John. You want justice for Enrique. Let them know. You want justice for Sandra Birchmore. Let them know. They need to hear from you. The more times, for every person that a state rep hears from, they feel like that represents the 1,000 people that they didn't hear from. So you just send in one email. It's not just you that you're representing. You're representing thousands of people in the mind of that, the state rep or state senator that you email or tag on Twitter, because most of the time they know that people are watching but not contacting them. So it does make a difference. I think people should do much more of that as well. I know my state rep knows all about it. Thank you, Mike, for the many hours of education, Barbara said tonight on the Cash App. Thank you so much, Barbara. She said $60. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Barbara. I'm going to read a couple from the other night that I missed. Tracy sent $10. She says, for my whole love to Mark Betterow, she's still disgusted with the jurors. Thank you so much, Tracy. Susan sent $5 the other night as well. Thank you so much, Susan. And Cynthia, she says, please read my question in the chat. We did read that. That was the other night. And I think I've read that twice before. Thank you so much. I got through all the Cash Apps. It was the Venmo that I missed the other night. Not the Cash App. Let me make sure I get the Venmos in. Yeah, Phil also sent $50 the other night on Venmo. He said, this badness needs to stop for Enrique's family. God, please watch over them. Thank you so much, Phil. And Maureen said, great show, guys. That was the other night as well. Thank you so much. She sent $25. Thank you so much, Maureen. Mary sent $10. She said she's so grateful to you, Mike. Thank you, Mary. I'm grateful for you for watching and sending money. I think that's it. We got them all in. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to be live at 7 p.m. with attorney Mark Betterow and Mazza Media. We're going to talk about all the latest, especially with this new special prosecutor being named. I'm sure both of them are going to have a lot to say. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Thank you so much to our moderators. I saw MJ, Stephanie, Jen, Mr. McGinnis. Thank you guys and ladies so much for moderating our chat. I'm very appreciative of all of our moderators. Thank you so much. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Please like and subscribe on the way out if you haven't. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everyone.